Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Brooklyn Beats. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And incomplete to open things up. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter. It won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. Remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 4 yards to go.
Two. Go ahead.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 68 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Love now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
They are not ready for us.
Eric Kendricks. And he will take this. One home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Beats 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs, beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
By Jeff Okudah. It's a gain of 9. Bring
Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 34. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. After one, a 14-3 ball game. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Dillon, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now KJ Osborne. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180! 382, list 50. Hey, can't. Where's the hot?
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
180! Hey, flipper!
They go play action. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jones. And he works free. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 36-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw.
At the 33-yard.
And this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. That's going to be caught. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Davante Adams, 27 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Lucky 48. Hey, steamer. Wait, that.
Give the ball down the game. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The hot. 180. 2.
51, Mike 51.
Gun.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey.
What's that?
A first down throw for Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, yeah. Give it some.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A second down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll throw again. Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Lucky 50.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Where's the hot?
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
You ready?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big run there by Jones. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll run it with Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
16-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
14-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
I got you, boy.
Bingo.
31, check 31. Check 24, check 24. Watch the safety
Crack
cut.
play.
Rush in.
What's that?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
The hard. 180.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man
What's that?
Cousins on first down. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Check 13. You go take.
What's that?
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
300. What's that?
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Quaker Omaha.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Leave it, Ringo, 48.
Mike 51.
Rhino.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Undercrush.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
41's a Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
This is Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
41 Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones powers through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
12 more yards there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Check nickel.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
The Vikings first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check. Two. Hey, flipper. Wait, that.
Cousins now to throw on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Second and 4. Now an option play on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Kenny Clark able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
3rd and long.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
You better be afraid of me. You better
zebra.
Check three.
Hey, son.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Here we go, D.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
Hey, Ken.
Tighten up. Check 99. Switch.
Black.
Switch.
Hey, son.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Minnesota.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Under 10.
Hey, son.
They run again on first down. Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And inches.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
We're going. Let's go, son.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison. Not today, you are.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
Mine's 54. Deep.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. Me and you all day. Cowboy 80. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
We got 3. No.
Hey, yo. Hey, Clifford.
Watch twist. Jam. Shoot. Slam.
Rhino.
Shit.
Hey, Steamer. Where's the hot?
Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kamari Russell. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
They can't stop it. Oh, yeah. Take that.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.